Yeah, if you want,
Get socks.
doesn't fall apart. But it sound you can hear me. Hope don't get complaints. Cords dangling everywhere. Whoa. This is DD's armor hack. And I like to give it a playthrough every now and then, but I probably want with save states too, and just show it off and once in a while. This is a very tight jump in the beginning. We can get it kind of consistent. The walking pattern is very good there, so yeah, you can smack things with one hit again. Did you see the candle pop in? Change something around here. Maybe move some enemies. I never did a lot of exploring in this. Hmm. No, he got, still got him. Is it worth to get? I don't think so. I think you could lure one of the bats, but don't care of that. Maybe there would be an orb to end the stage. I know better. I have seen I viewed this game quite a lot in the editor, so I don't think I will make surprising discoveries. Yeah, if you wonder about the moon, there are some blocks that are not, I don't have priority. Would be an easy fix in the block editor. There is a meat that on it. Here we use the I kinda try to remember where to jump because this chairs. Wait, let's see. If you jump uh, from the edge, I think you can. Yeah, kind of dangerous. If you jump from the middle of the block, you kind of always have a better chance of hitting the thing. I also like to jump from the, I guess, from the middle of the block. I don't know, kind of eyeball it. Yeah, then you just jump up. You can skip that one. This rocking skeleton look weird because they always trigger a new animation. So they never get to the second frame. And they go back and forward. This thing, I think it's kinda... You know, he intends to do this action till you get it. And it's not the best setting to learn ring glitches. But still a kinda good setting. It describes very well how to do it. You just press jump and whip. And you press down. So you cancel the whip. While it's... And you try that, and it's actually not that hard to... You know, when you fail it, you always behind it, and just try again. And you will stick like this, if you got it right. And then you can adjust back and forward, but it's very... this is like the harder method. Just want to say, if you adjusted it once a little, it's hard to adjust it again. Usually you jump and zip down again, so you have no movement. Then you just press once and you eyeball it too. But really, you should put like holes or for the beginning. You can have harder things later. I mean, he wanted to teach that, and for a beginner, what can very easily happen is They whip down and jump down. That's the thing that most will do. Then it's very punishing. I think a lot of people maybe turned off by that. But if you followed me, just remember that you whip and when you strike it, press down. When you get that, it's not that hard. And first time you will play it with save states anyway, so this hack has a lot to offer in terms of mechanics to use, so it's kinda interesting to save state through. And here we go with the same thing. If you jump on the edge, you're more likely to fall through. Now I never get it. I think you also. Maybe just a stare, you don't. There is a funny thing if you like speed strat, you can fall off early and do things like that. But you can just walk and whip in. But really a nifty mechanic for speedrunning. We can never use that in the original. Never situations where it is useful. Now we should try to get more consistent. Try to get a good time, deathless run of hard mode hack. I did invest a lot of time learning it and wouldn't be that hard. Buffering inputs. There is plenty of room, I can explain that again. Oh yeah, there is something funny you can do. I don't know, I will fail it the first time. What's that, huh? Camera is on, huh? You're not making, Of course not. There is no chats, nothing going on, and I do a stupid thing. You wanna see here. Darvish. My wife. Watch out, Retro, should we have chat now? Yeah, I'm married. That's my wife. Hey, Retro. I played EDSec for change and make a playthrough with some talk. If somebody likes to pick it up, maybe I should explain things a little bit better. I did explain how the ring glitch in the beginning, what made be an issue. But there are not many parts in the hack that really are ridiculously hard. But for some, yeah. I just give it a try with explanation what I'm doing. How are you doing? How was your Halloween? Yeah, and this boss usually you have dagger or something. You can sit here, you won't fall down. You can snipe him out. You played it? How did it go? Did you struggle? I updated it yesterday too. There have been some spots where the harpies respawning mechanic was an issue. I updated stage 8 because depending on RNG you have. You picked up. Yeah. I said it's for normal player. I think it still keeps true, but I did see some parts that are a little hard, so to speak, still. How did I learn it? I saw Red Guy posting on wronghacking.net and I did read his threads. I downloaded the editor and clicked through the menus. I didn't understand the editor very good in the beginning. So my first thing I did was actually making save files of every stage. And I thought that you can load them. was all horrible. Then I learned editor a bit better while playing with it. I did write a tutorial page about editor itself. Later I started doing notes, research, but I can show you the. You like to see a tutorial page? I think you can just Google it. You'll find it like Super Castlevania 4 Maker. There's also a post on how you would like to see it. I can post it very quick. I Google it for you. Mm. I was never really good at writing guides and things, but I did give my best. I posted the tutorial page within the page where Red Guy made editor. Might be interesting to read through it, but it's kinda old. A lot of it is outdated. I'm planning on writing a new, better guide on how to use the editor. A lot of things have changed, and I really hope that the editor can be modified a little. There is hope that it gets some needed changes. I mean, the worst thing about editor is like if you look at the event editor, it always just shows numbers, and it would be cool if you can label things. There should also be maybe drop-down menu added to change vertical and horizontal progression in levels, or change the music. Things like this would make a big difference. Right now you have to do things like this in a hex editor. Also a reason I like to do the remix hack. I like to show off the stairs here. And the remix hacks I did a lot, so just a few things that currently not really possible in the editor. And you saw me do there is the things I wanted to explain for people. You know, you can go on edges. On this, the next pixel would fall off. I just know in his foot where to look at, but for this jump, you can go just near the edge. If you throw a stop weapon, you can have directions pressed, and he will not walk. So you can also press jump and forward, and you will jump at the exact pixel where you throw the stop weapon. That's how the buffer works. I just, yeah, press, jump, and you will jump on the correct pixel. Reading pixels is... I just look at a certain pixel, the long pixel in his foot. For this hack it's actually handy, you know, so you can do certain jumps. Reliable. Here I do a little trick. I will jump on this platform late to manipulate the second platform so I can go straight away. Will save you a little bit of time. Frogs. They are an issue in my remix hack. The frogs will be your bane, and the yellow Furbies will pound you down. The later stages, that is. Or in stage 3 already, we had some. But back there, they are not really that bad, since you can take them out with one hit. I think you can still the second loop. The second loop is really brutal in the remix set. Here, take out the skeleton, or he will annoyingly stay down there and throw bones. Here's one spot where you can utilize it. Just go near the edge. Don't overdo it. I think you have like 4 pixels to jump, but it's kind of tight jump there. It's annoying to die just in front of the boss. Another funny thing is you can walk off the edge and time will still make it to this floor. Oh, I forgot. Oh well, at least we have a sub weapon. More important than having the cross. But there's another thing, he had to add some ground back. I think this was the spot where he discovered that you cannot really make holes in the ground. Since Simon will draw these bubbles, if they go off screen, it will lag the game endlessly. You always need to draw some ground somewhere underneath it, even off screen, to make it less lag. The bubbles always search for ground to draw themselves on, and if it doesn't find ground, the routine is not made for that. We'll need to fix it. Oh, there is another. Let's as well take the cross and stack up our multiplier. And this stage is not bad too. I overdid it a bit, but you have to wait till in the end, so it's okay to waste time anyway. And I don't speedrun it, so yeah. This is the first stage I feel like he really spiked the difficulty. Starts off with the tag jump. And those spikes are a little... how should I call it? Their hitbox is unforgivable. It's like ground. Simon will try to get on it. So if you get near it, you will die before you touch the spikes. Kinda. This makes sense. Here too, just look at this foot and align your pixels with where it gets darker on the edge. You can do one of those jumps. This here is good to take a damage boost, I feel like. This is spike jump. You can preserve health when you get hit by fireballs or not the bone, but this is hard too. You can take out this with the wiggle whip. It will take a long time, or do a whip jump to damage boost if you are in a hurry. But you should not. You should really take this stage relaxed. It's one of the levels where kind of funny just went over there. If you fall down, you die, but I speak about many things and now I lost the thread. Yeah, you shouldn't die, because when you die, you start all up there again. And also, this is not a... there is a thing, you could adjust the camera lock to be higher up, so you will die, or you can remove the platforms on the very top of the level. Will fall through too, because the hitboxes loop. That's why I don't die there. Oh, nice. Here it's advisable to leave the Mudmans alive. Maybe split him here. Increase the chance to come toward you, since this jump is ridiculously hard. You need to align the foot pixel perfect. Or it will not work. The walking method, if you start walking from the right spot, you have like 3 pixels or 2 pixels to jump from. It's very hard. Better just damage boost. Ah, come on. I don't get the pixel I need. Now I got it. Better make a picture. You see the dark light pixel in his foot on the darker on the edge. I had to learn this. It is a pixel perfect jump there. This is way more forgivable again. And it's so far into the level. It's very punishing, frustrating. Here too, if you try to go fast, there is a fastness, but I didn't bother to learn it properly. I don't like to show it off here anyway. Maybe I will later learn it again. Next section feels like another difficulty spike. Or again a long section. After this, the game will calm down a little. The difficulty. Just make sure you hit that candle, because when you hit the candle first before the ring, you may get yourself in a lot of trouble. You can take out this guy how you want it. You can jump over, damage boost, whatever. This is where Simon goes behind a layer. It's hard to make your level around it so it works. I spend a lot of hours adjusting things like that. Is there an easy way? Oh, this is the same like in the beginning stage where you jump and press down. And if you don't get it, got it too late, you just swing over and you try to still you're steady. You go up, and I think in this section you can do whip straight twice. Make a full swing and you get through in one swoop. I like a safe stage, just to show some off. It's the easiest way. I had a way harder ways. Like, once I used to do a ring lift stage here, just to take out the candle and do the full swing like this. But it takes longer. And intended ways, like, go on here and use your cross that you can pick up earlier. Take this guy out. Oh! And don't do stupid swings. And also, there is a candle up there. If you try to diagonally whip, you're more likely to hit the candle. What did it see? I didn't hit the... This is a candle. After you hit something with your whip, therefore 70 frames, you will not hit nothing. That's why you can... It's good if you do a full swing here. You can do this trick. Did I explain it well? Retro? I don't know. Sure, if you try to play it and you follow this along, it might be helpful. I will upload this to YouTube again. Playing hard mode hack with commentary. Not in a speedrun setting this time. How do you get... Ah, I will. Never mind. There is a watch you don't want. And here is something very important. Kinda like to show it off. If you go on top here, here's the same thing again, you can just jump. Scroll it on top before I go here. You kinda see the highest thing, you can see the foot, this high. If you jump over there with not the screen scroll up, it can happen. This is the highest point. I dislike when you do a one frame jump. You'll have this high. With this height, you cannot change it up. You cannot make this jump. You'll always fall down. You cannot reset it with going on the rings again. It will not help you. It has to do with how it scrolls. I had a save state up there in the beginning and I thought this hack is impossible. almost the right idea about it before we really got to chat and I joined the Discord. I hated this hack to this point because I tried to save state through because the section before was so hard and it's kind of what did break the deal for me. Here you have also to learn the walking method. Also, if you start walking from the right spot is I think 2 or 3 pixels to get it. But it's easier to crouch and find the right pixel to make it reliable. And from here on, the hack is kinda doable again. Fun mechanic. Have those platforms and yay. Not ridiculously hard anymore. Oh, my mouse. I'm sure there is meat. I want that. Good thing he didn't put the platform higher. We could make a certain death out of it. This is a tight jump. This is more to catch speedrunners because they try to jump on the low platform. A little bit of a trolly nature. Oh. This is something I should explain too. If you jump forward, you will always get on the stairs. I explained the stairs somewhere else a little better. It was dangerous. I didn't have a full swing. If you get on the stairs like this, you can fall through. But if you get on the higher stairs like this, you never fall through. Long with. Where is a good spot to explain those? Oh, maybe here. Or maybe not. If you leave the bone pillar alive, you can actually damage boost over here very nicely. It's better to let it crumble. There is an axe. I don't remember which one. I have too many hearts anyway. Shouldn't care. Maybe here I can explain. I'm not sure. If you just every 8 pixel you can fall through if you jump in this direction and press up, you can get above. Well, oh, you can take this faster actually. Here it is required to, but it's not fun without the bone pillar there. If you kill this guy, there will be there's too many sprites on screen. If you leave him alive and have bubbles and everything. Now you have to do the same thing again. What you try is getting on the steady state, maybe wait him out and go after a fireball. It's not too hard. Let's wiggle into that. For no reason. So we are maxed out soon. We're still maxed out on lives. Don't get that one, it's a troll. Never get up there again. I think it had something else up here once. It was harder. I think it changed it again. I think, I'm not sure. Can you quick kill him actually? I think you can. Oh, I have the overclocked. I'm surprised myself sometimes. I forget that I have play on the overclocked emulator and then it's so fast and you're used to the lag after a while playing this game. Yeah, this is a very difficult stage for beginners again. You really have to get those jumps down, and as you see, it doesn't align perfectly, so it really mess with you a little bit in some spots. But it's more getting the feel of the timing and possible. The next part with the stairs is way more brutal. If I had to speedrun it, I think I would practice this. This is a section I would practice to remember from what pixel like jump and whatnot. There, it's plays with you a little bit since you get stuck on the stairs. Just make sure you don't jump when you're in the stairs, and you should be fine. You can take damage boost, but you don't need to. It's not hard to get around. Really. I'll try to do more save states. And this is a hack you're really supposed to need to learn and get better after. So I show it off with save states for once. This is one jump that's kinda unforgivable. Sometimes you just fall through and I don't have a solid way around it. Those stairs you can skip. This if you walk, oh wait. Was it when you jump right away on the first pixel? You fall through because I thought this will be genius, but it's this aligns perfectly. So when you touch them, just jump right after and you should be fine. No, it's not like that. It's kinda hard. You should be high, but not too high. Maybe jump off. No, I don't know. This was always a spot where I struggled. There's one thing you can do actually. You can get on the edge and jump on backwards. So you don't jump forwards to the. It's one thing you can do. Make it more reliable. Here you can just walk off. If you're afraid of walking off, like if you have trouble with the timing or you're afraid of that, if you have a situation like this, hold the jump button, then you can let go to get on the stairs again. These are mechanics that will help you a lot. Also to know when you can fall through stairs and when not. Maybe, I don't know what. I can tell, maybe it looks like a good strat. Usually you try to have health there most of the time. And I don't hit much of an issue. I wish he would work on this again. I would put some candles in here, like giving you a dagger and some hearts so you can snipe them and do those out and remove the platform down there for real. Would fit the hard mode spirit fully. Then things like this can happen. I should remember to do more this. With cross it's very easy there, without it's a bit more tricky. I think he plays with your mind to think, oh, the platform is not there, what should I do? Usually you probably will be dangling. Um, Eventually you'll find out it's still there. So it's the old kind of thing. You could adjust the Medusa speed so they would hit you too, but another thing you could do, but there's nothing really difficult about this thing, like as it was in the original there. The spawns can be truly because they have just in front of you. Oh, like this. This jump is a bit not really tight. This two you have like a whole tile to jump from. With tile I mean 8 pixels. The main issue with this section is the time, in my opinion. Because if you try to get if you bother to learn it, and this section is already very hard. Kinda have to relearn it now because jump like yeah, it's all these hard jumps to do. And there is no way to glitch so far. Maybe I should try sometimes again. Have a better knowledge. I think one thing that's irritating is a lot of people will try to find a way up here. I think yeah, there is a way. You cannot see really where to go. Kind of have to trust to jump off here, and then you see the stairs too late. For a speedrun setting, what I do is I'm waiting for a bat to appear there. You can go right away and just boost off it to get to the stairs. You can go on top and get on the stairs. Eventually we'll find this path. Then to the top it goes. Again, spikes are very unforgivable. I'm kind of on a lucky block. There is another block just like in front, where this jump already is tight. Here I use the QU as soon as the spike, now I'm too late, hits this line. I'm on the left side. I jump right, I press right and down, so it just aligns perfectly. On this section I just press forward. The safe state here, and here you have to go on the, I don't know, I think you have like 3 to 4 pixel window to get off this edge. So you don't touch the top, you don't touch the ground. You really need to go on the last. It really takes a while to get it down. There's also a trap you have to look out. If I'm on the platform that's closed here, I would get squashed on the top here. If it's the first pattern you got when you get here, you may say, cheap back, fuck, what is this? But yeah, you kind of have to know what to look out for. And this section is really difficult, so don't be irritated when I just run through it. I have played this probably hundreds of times. I also tried to find zips here. There are ways to actually zip through platforms. Actually forgot how. Before I wouldn't know a setup, but you can do it also here. Maybe I try it. I think there up here was one. Yeah, you saw I start zipping. You have to press left. There would be zip setups. They're hard to get. Uh, and it will not help you if you go right here. But I kind of still like to show it off that it's possible. Maybe I shouldn't bother. It will be boring. You just land up on the right side and get stuck there. But all the zip setups I found for this section are not time savers. Just wait out this platform and you should be able to just walk. And there are multiple ways to get through here. You kinda look for a fast pattern. Since you died, you have to work with very little time. Just remember that. But jumping off here is a good thing to remember. Every second would help you. I closed out the stage on the last second a few times. It was in the beginning, now I know the things to put, I guess. If you know some shortcuts, you're well off. Now this is vanilla boss, so nothing changed. So if you have cross, you can't try to go for your quick kills. Oh shit, let's go through it again. my quick kills only work on myself, what you saw. You can shortcut this too, like yeah, from the beginning to the stage, man. If you fail, there will be the cross to pick up if you don't have it. It's kinda hard to get over. Well, let's not try rely on a stupid transition from the stairs. But we'll get a lot of. I think I want to learn that. You get style points for always moonwalking in this hard mode hack. Better don't try to moonwalk everywhere. Let's try it again. Usually I have legs here. Kinda easier for me. This section is very okay if you can preserve some health. Shouldn't be too much of an issue if you know how to damage boost. There is a quick boost that forgot how you can also boost over here It is an intended boost. There is not no other way around. It only takes 2 health, so it doesn't matter. This here is a bit tricky. This platform is hard to read. You can walk very far out. And here this jump is too far to make, so you wait for a harpies to get over there. That was the optimal thing. I will wait from one from the left side. Here you can just walk and take them. Uh, is there a damage boost way? Kinda like to repeat. There's also a sub weapon down there. You can take them out with cross. Never mind. There are a lot of ways to do it. Remember, you cannot jump down here. There's nothing down there. Yeah, you like him to suicide, or yeah, it's really not an issue here. I really didn't like this upper section. At the beginning, I struggled a lot to. Since you see where the platforms are now, very little. If they would be larger, it would not be a problem. You can kind of tell because of the sprite if you stand normal or if you stand on the edge. You know the sprite is different. You could read it, but here you have to just know. I happen to remember where they are. On the next block, you see where this thing is, and then you already almost made it. Just one more jump, you're fine. I think, or is there another? No. Yeah, it's a last jump. Not in the original, the time is closed. Kinda have to live too. Have to live with the amount of time he gives you, but it's not really as much of an issue in stage 4 that was before. Oh, almost. No, I don't want. Oh well. Let's live with it. This jump is tighter than the original, but shouldn't be a problem. This jump here is only a problem if you don't know how to. If you take it from the front, it's harder to time, but if you know you can jump when it goes to the other side, it's not a tight jump at all anymore. And this is... I didn't press anything. Well, it's just how it works. I usually just jump from the back and it's all to the right, so I don't hit the candle. If you don't do that, I may show it off a few times. You're on the front and you hit it from above. A lot of times you will be fine, but depending on where the hit collection is. It will hit the candle first and ignore the. Actually, I never get it. Ignore the. Ignore the ring. It should ignore the ring. Yeah, like this. It's really cheap. Kinda cheap candle cancellation. The way around it is jump from the back of this. So you whip will not reach. Another thing is by whip diagonally, but then it's attack jump again. But it's another way around. So it's good if you just remember, and then you don't want to be hard. Because it is far into the stage again. And this is a checkpoint. It's terrible. The secret is also in the original. But you think, yeah, there is no candles. Till you walk down here and then you get surprised. Oh, he did hide the middle, didn't he? Did I have the cross? Oh well. Ah, it is strange. Ah, he moved the candle around, oh well. The spawning mechanic. You have to go back to make it spawn again to get the meat. Never realized that he tricks with your mind that much in here. This is something that confused the hell out of me in the beginning. Still had it down a little more. These stairs are upside down. They're just programmed to bring you, depending on where you press, from one side to the other. So here it's okay, you can just press forward. It will just jiggle you around a little. But here it's a bit different after. You'll wait till you get on the next. And this one will down, so you have to press right. But since it goes there, it just messes with your mind. If you know what I mean. It's kind of funny. If you press down, you can spawn infinite Clintons. Really funny how this works. You can farm extra life if you need to. There is a faster way. I may just show it off too. Just damage boost of this one. But then you're low on health. So you may want to learn the normal way. It's not too hard. Just very weird in the beginning, I feel like. Barely outrun this one. You can also wait till he comes back, get hit maybe. Didn't pay attention. Yeah, I do a lot of mistakes. It's just me. Yeah, wait till you're up there. The rest of the stage, smooth sailing again, I think. I will see. I kinda forgot what's coming. So it can't be that hard. Was there a meat? I forgot. Yeah, I think the default you cannot boost up here, but you actually can. But it's also a spot that is good to practice pixel perfect jumping. So this is, again, you have 3 pixels if you walk. I think the best is to start from the beginning of the. I'm not sure though. Maybe lost the middle. I think yeah, it's best is start off from the middle. Or do the crouch thing again. And I think middle of the platform, if you go for walking, will serve you the best. Or yeah, just use the boost if you have the health. Uh, about the boost, you don't want to be near the. Uh, show you off, right? Near the platform. It still works on the. I thought it would not work like this, but seems to work too. Kinda tight actually there. Checkpoint here. So you wanna be careful up there. I mean, they're tiger jumps, just take your time. Here too, these platforms are go farther out than you think. See, you think you will fall off, but the whole tile is solid. Even when it looks like it goes off already. But in this color you can tell very well how far the tile actually goes. This is again the same. You may wanna boost of that Kelly. Even this jump is not tagged at all. You see I'm almost 8 pixels in and I can still make it through here. You shouldn't fall. Maybe there are bad pixels again if you take it too close. I don't remember it though, I think it's just one of these cases where it aligns very nicely not to troll you. Yeah, there are holes, but it's kind of obvious that there are holes. But if you look at the top, maybe for some people it's hard to see. I don't know. Oh yeah, the punishing meat. It's like this is not like before. The tile ends really before it gets darker there. It's hard to read tile for not ideal for those type of jumps. So this meat is probably not worth getting. What's up in that candle there? It's just very large. Should be an extra life if you put something like this. Here you don't want to take out all the coffins since you need to boost one of them, and you cannot jump when they just behind on the right corner. If you jump too early, you will. Um, oh yeah, it's kind of obvious what. If you jump too late, you will not make it and lose all your health. So not the most difficult damage boost in my opinion. There is still a grocery. There are no complicated shenanigans. Just if you see ghosts on, take them out as soon as you can, since on stairs they can be kinda dangerous. But you saw me do that, sometimes hold jump and I'm in air, so don't move. It's not really necessary, but there are multiple ways. You can take it slow. You can take that a lot. No, you can take it slow, as I said. If you just walk down, he should knock you in the pit, yes. But you can do a duck jump like I did before, just jump over him. Now this is more complicated. No, I will not go into details how this works. We can wait it out here to another method. There are pits now. Pay attention. Oh no. Oh well, what's the best method? I think you just take the hit and you go to the other side. Yeah, sure, it's a better way. Let me see again. No. No, you don't want to get hit that much. Get hit, I think here, and then you can destroy the. You can get a lot of hits in till they start moving again. That's your shot. So you wait here, get a hit or two, get hit yourself. That's your spot to stand and actually bit very fast. You should stand on the outer platform. Well, it works surprisingly bad. But I still think it's the way to go. Maybe you want to get hit later. Yeah, so the ghosts go more to the corner. So we can mow him actually. So 2 hits here, to the other edge. And go to the edge of the platform so you can hit all. Maybe do it ducking even. To get it down better. Ducking is not good now. Maybe you have to lift it. But I don't have the perfect method. Yeah. Let's try something else. I would have gotten it. But by the start dashing. After you have a few hits you can trigger him too. That's the other thing. Well, we'll not go too deep into that. I stopped my hard mode playthrough on this spot since I got frustrated on the boss. And the checkpoint was kinda long again, and I didn't feel like doing the rest of it. I make deal with them sometimes. Here you can take. Maybe I wanna show something. Take all of them out. If you just walk off the edge, you will just fall. It's something you have to know. You need to jump or hold on the other direction. Best is just to jump and hold to the left side and up after. You can take this normal, but here you have just one shot to damage boost. Actually, maybe I'm wrong with the one shot, since I said it. Feel like I have to try out if the other way actually works. I need to get the ghost higher. That would be very hard. So you just go when he kind of spawns and then you just go. Oh no! Should I show the tricks what you can do there to make the room easier? You will find your way down yourself, I'm sure. But I feel like you can show off some fast way to do it. If you go right away, you have to hit that down on the right spot, but you will land perfectly uh, on the spot. And you know, probably the fastest way you do this. Oh, I pressed up. Then you jump down. Would be the speedrun strat. Another way is just to walk over here, then lower left. But there's a chance you will fall through, so. Whew. Poor Skelly just fell down. This is another show. I think, yeah, wait. I have to get on the stairs first. I think he wants you to pay you to go down. Then you're, what the hell? It looks like it goes down. There is no indicator for to go look for the translation here. Even though the game value will not struggle there for sure, but it's something. I think you can jump from down here. Yeah, here you will. Best way is just like in the original, you can do that too. Just jump, whip down, and fuck. The candle dog that jumps at all the candles. Even if they are way too high up, he will never reach them. Nah, don't show off this way. Wait. The hitboxes for the stairs actually just changed for the very bottom. It's kinda interesting. Here it's kinda another tag thing since there are bats coming. But a whip plus dangle should take it. What kind of dangerous? It should talk to. I think it should work in almost all cases. Oh well, maybe not. Don't take my word. I hope. Yes. Nah. There are some interesting facts. You can figure this guy to that, but you see the move, you will get in a very good spot where you actually can double hell well. Doesn't work that well. I think I don't bother to explain that one better. It's a bit surely too. Kinda forgot about him. You look like eight-legged, like a spider. That's what I kind of like to show there, but again, there is stuff down here. Not bother. There's the meat you can't get, as far as I know. It's a bit trolly if you get here underneath the. You need to jump in a shorter succession down here, as you see. So this will trip you up maybe. So what you can do is just smash your button and you will get probably through without problem if you struggle with that particular thing. This is tricky too. When you see the, just kind of have to remember because it will kill you most likely. Go to the right side, so aligned more or less to the right, so you have some wiggle room when you start going left. That makes sense. Yeah, you can actually crouch through, like, before you start getting off the other side, and you should be fine. You can trigger him again to get through here. The intended way was actually to do a one frame jump. If you jump normally, you will die. You have to press the jump button for one frame. I don't know if you can see that. Usually you just get your buttons, slide your finger or thumb over it very quick, like in the thumb is easy, right? The call is let it. I cannot do it like this. Very fast, just slide it over it. You should get it. Another thing is like spawn him. My speedrun trick. I never go for. Then you can use him back here to get over here. So you can just walk over above, it's not a problem. This is very, very cheap. Something that needs to be changed. In my opinion, it feels so. I died there too once before since I had no health. It's way harder without the platform since you cannot really dodge his fire. So I hope you have some health. You can try stand closer to him, but this is even more dangerous. Axe only makes 1 damage, fire, the fire itself only 2, so getting hit by the fire is not that bad. Better when you stand close and get hit by the slam, it will do 3 damage. Here you don't want to kill that spider here. If you do, you cannot get across. You wait till it's down and then do a kinda a close jump. You can stand on the edge here too and whip. This is the hard way to... Not really hard, you can wiggle or whatever. Oh, I'm that far back actually. And no! Probably the best way to do it. Then you can just walk back, probably faster than despawning. You have a very good cue to despawn him. Show it again. Just walk to the end of the platform down there. And it's gone. You can damage boost of this. In second quest there are weird plants in the air here, but here you're all fine. I may show off the intended route, show off both routes. You can go on top. It's a bit tricky too. But you kinda meant to go on the platform. There's another damage boost. If you leave the eye boss alive, you can boost through here too. Should do more save states. He still dropped something on me. Oh well, this is the only section where he implemented this jump. It's kinda... If you don't know that you can do that jump... No. Not the best section to practice. Or show it off. Here you pay attention when you drop. Can you get on top of that thing? You can. Okay. Usually I go down to the goo, take damage boost to get through. Makes the whole section a lot easier. Just go above, it's kinda shoot. There is some stuff I should show off there too. Ah well. Usually you can take invisible frame to get through the spikes even. At the beginning I never really saw that there is meat here too. Kinda important to know since the checkpoint is not up here. You kind of want to nail the section. The upper section isn't too bad, since there is meat. Yeah well, I'm sure. Can take it slow here too. How to get up here without damage? Like one frame jump? Do you even need to one frame jump? Or just jump close? I don't know. I think you need to one frame. If you want to avoid damage, you need to take close too. Now I'm confused how it works. Sure, it doesn't work if you come down. No. Yeah, it looks like close to one frame. Maybe it doesn't need to be one frame, but not worth really. Just take damage boost. If you take damage boost, maybe you can even get that one. Maybe not. I think it's not worth. Just you have health for a reason. Kill it. Quick, spawn him. Make it there too. What's down here? Not a big heart we don't need. You need the health. And this is like vanilla till here. Then you have to start taking damage. Just go underneath. You can take the cross if you like. It's the strongest weapon in the hack. Now I wanna get that. Ooh, this is really hard to get actually. Great. Am I that bad at it? I should. I'm stupid. That's how you get it. If you want to get 300 points, you earn them. Why did you hide that there? You can boost here and get meats down here. If you want, you can go fishing here too. Or just walk. Depending on how you want to preserve your health. I think, wait, let's respawn this again. There is no, or is there an opening? I don't know. I'm sure you meant to wait cycles out and go like, oh. Now let me figure that out very quick. Easier way is just like I did before, damage boost. And try to be on the farther right edge. You can wait out the right cycle to go, but kinda hard and boring since you need to wait. Here it's good to. You saw how I just did that, so. There is a dagger, I'm sure. You kind of want to be fast here, so you can go on the second. Oh well, that's all my fault. I saw the platform on to wait. Let's try it again. Here is something. If you appear and spawns on the side, you get killed. So you have to pay attention to go. If you crouch and go off, it will kill you too. So go here. You can. I'm just saying it's bad to wait here. Since this platform is all messed up, so it's advisable to be fast here. Check out when it goes, when it disappears. Wait till you see it, but then I have to go now right away. Oh my god. It's bad if you have to wait it out. Sometimes you cannot do anything against it. As you saw, now it's a good opportunity. This will be good. We'll wait this one out. It shouldn't be too bad. It was kinda bad bridge, to be honest. And the end it's Vegas, so eventually you should get through. The longer the wait, the worse the bridge will get. You can kinda. This is getting worse too here. You kinda wanna go early. I'm sure you will make it eventually. The early orb grab is dangerous in this hack. Let's get it still. Ah, it's really. I'm telling you, there are. Ah, come on. Am I that early with jumping? Oh well, let's forget it. You can grab it up there when it appears, but don't do it since there are spikes. It's a 50-50 chance to get it anyway. Yeah, all stuff you can figure out more or less easy. Here is something, stairs, they trolley. If you just jump, chances are you fall through. Also just remember to hold the jump button, it already helps a lot, since you don't walk over these. If you just hold up and left, just remember you can hold jump button, as I said earlier. Jump from the middle of it, and try, or jump from the edge and hold back. Like this, it's very hard to fall through. What can happen, you hold up back too early and jump into the hole, but if you time it right, it's almost impossible to fall through that set of stairs. They will not crumble here, so you need to look where the trigger is. Kinda funny how this works. You could make interesting level concepts out of this. I have never utilized it. This is kinda tricky jump too here. I will not go in depth into it. Here you kinda wanna go down, I guess. Stand in the middle so you don't get dropped into the... You see where this trigger is? This is a spot where I die a lot. Maybe just show it off. In most cases you're just fine. But I did fall through the stairs a lot of time. Like this, and then you're up here again. And since you hit your head, it's like you can still do the thing where you try to avoid it like this. Probably worth to really practice and get good at this, since it will reduce deaths a lot, in my opinion. This is also a very bad pixel. You see, this is a bad pixel here, and you're very likely to when you jump close to the edge, but you need to. You can go 1 pixel earlier and be fine. Maybe 2 pixels. Actually not. So you need to align your foot. Very good. 1 pixel more. And you fall off too. Actually not sure. Here's the last pixel. That one works too. So you have to align your foot like to. It's only 2 pixels to make it. It's a very hard jump in my opinion. Don't know why Didi always has so much luck. That one. It's a very hard jump in my opinion. It's a troll trigger back here, as you saw. Not really fun, since very serious checkpoint in the beginning. So you just cut the corner. And here, what they may mess with you. In the original game, you just jumped when you hear the sounds. Don't do that here. Look at the platform underneath, and if the platform underneath disappears, that's when you go. There's an axe you don't want probably. This is also if you try to rip that one. It's reachable. You need to do this action. Let's do it slowly first. You can't do it with the wing. Just whip straight down. Press left since it's maybe you should show it. Yeah, go sideways for the beginning so you don't do mistake. Straight down. And I hope you did practice this before so you don't actually... If you're new to ring glitching, you will press left to go left, right to go right. And then you will think to the wrong side and you're kinda screwed down here. From down here to recover, you'll probably go try to kill that one. but it's kinda hard. Actually, I wanna see, can you reach? No, you cannot. Maybe you can, but no, you cannot reach that up there. So you would need to save you like this again. That's a bit, needs a bit practice to get right. So remember, straight down. Oh, full swing. Check that you have full extended width. Don't press up and go make it short again. Just fully extended width. Jump. You have time press down with. That should be easy as pie in the end. This jump got longer, but it's doable. Oh. Yes, you have really a lot of time to whip down. You could damage boost off that bat, but it's not required. That may make it easier. Same rule as before, just watch the platform underneath you. Whip and how you want it. Actually, let's see other patterns. That will make it probably easier. Yeah, oh. As you go up, whip twice, you do the trick. Or having a cross will help too. Oh, this section, yeah. Always show it off the slow way. Wait it out here. Oh. Wait it out. You can't swing. You meant to. Let's take it faster now. Wait, let me do something. Should I show off the ring glitch? I think ring glitch is way harder. It's so far away to do it. But you're meant to do it like this. But just whip it from above, after the fireball, and do a full thing, and then you're on this section where you do this again. There is a trick. You see the lighter pixels on the chain of Simon. If you press left, they will change to the right. That's when you want to jump. Just when it changes. So you're more likely to grab to them, because you can fall through the set of stairs like this too. But you should be fine if you just watch the chain there. Here you can just walk off. I think there is... What kind of goodies are there? I don't remember. Oh, there's a watch and a cross. Here you can just go grab the meat. You have to jump on. Yeah, you can just kill him. Totally fine, but it's faster to get on. Sure, if you want to show something off. So here, take damage boost. There is health anyway. Should I show the speedrun method? There's a very stupid candle, I wish you could remove it. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. It's a cool section, but this candle annoys the hell out of me. Especially if you go for the fast cycle like this. The trick is to hit both candle and... But it will make you more likely to miss. The slow way is just get rid of the candle, so you don't cancel. And this action may look easy, but I kind of want to show if you if you get you remember half your foot over it and then you will I thought it's worse, but if you put it sideways I think you can die somehow. Yeah, so you better hold down and, you go on this state and you wait for the right fireball. When you see it, you maybe that was it, but too late. Don't do it like this, maybe better like this. A bit slower. Jump into one of the coolest sections in this hack, really, in my opinion. You may need to practice it a little, but really this section feels good. I love the execution and those things. Also, probably my favorite stage in this hack. So there are a lot of cool things. I wish sometimes things would look a bit nicer, a bit more effort, but don't mind that much. Yeah, there's I said it so many times, I kind of think it's stupid, but hold the jump button in air. You have a lot of time to press it, just hold it, can go down. So you don't have the trouble with, because your checkpoint is up here again. Then you are up with the skelly, you always like this. Yeah, you have to power up on everything. It's an easy thing to remember. I'll trouble up in these candles. I think they're vanilla. No, I don't want that to happen. Now I know I will get it. A damage boost is always there. Here you can get on the stairs, so you don't get sucked from the hole. Once you're underneath, you can let go of the... You cannot get hurt, since you're forced into crouch and you cannot get out. So maybe it's not something good to know too. Here you damage boost of the coffin like this. One thing to remember, there is the secret in here. What is... I think it's left vanilla. Yeah, you can get all the things. Just wait till it's... Now it just went off, so it's perfectly to go. But you've seen... Just stop me, maybe you wait here. So... You don't get choked by it. Am I that bad at it? Kinda funny. Yeah, I tried. You go through the stage beginning anyway, so shouldn't be a problem. And here again, it's the same thing that you can try as many times as you like, till you finally in the middle of that thing. And then you jump higher on the right side and on the left side anyway. Should I show it off? Actually, maybe I should. Here, it's just... I bonked my head here anyway. Not a good spot to show it off. I always didn't like the... Something on this spot irritates me. To jump too earlier and bonk the head, so I will fall down. But it's not tight at all. I will spot everything here. You're kinda supposed to figure something out. But not the best. Let me see something. If you see you're screwed up here, you have no chance to go back. Not really. The trigger is down here. They need to make it up here. I kinda like you can hide things, but you cannot really discover it. Since when you discover that you're screwed already, and you may be confused why you can't reach up there. And this stupid ring needs to be changed to be closer. There's a lot of air grab here. So you can go through with short whip since recovery and things. Yeah, watch. As soon as I walk over here, it appears. You have seen the bone dragon? This ring is a little bit more tricky. Yeah. I hope you had enough practice with rings by now, since I don't go into details in those rings. There are many things you can do. If you're better from the side to get on it. I was better at this at first. Since you only do swings, you put yourself very short. If you're on the right top of the ring, you let go, press diagonally, and you whip down like this. Diagonal whip, down whip, and you're more than likely in the middle without moving. Oh shit. Yeah, I think you wanna hit it once. Doesn't matter how you get on it. Then you kill it when you get up, you just spawn the bone dragon. Maybe I can whip it late, see it spawn and disappear. Maybe, let's see how... you can almost let it spawn all the way before it disappears. The best spot to show it off, that was too late. If you hit it early, you don't see it. I need to this spot up here. Ah, did it early again. You see it spawn. I'm sure you saw it by now. The thing is how it works, you spawn a whole lot of extra bones when you kill a skeleton. A lot of extra sprites, and there are so many candles and things on screen that there will be a limit, and it will remove the newly spawns. It will not spawn new sprites, so this is kinda tricky to get to, but shouldn't be too difficult. Here you're actually meant to do it like this, but it's really much harder to do it like this. If you're too close to the bottom, you will die, so make sure... Oh yeah, you see on the right side there. It only spawns when you walk over here, so you need to go on this spot. If you have the problem like this, do a extended extend your whip and let go on the platform, so you can recover from here too. So I hope I covered this spot a lot, since I think it's one of the coolest spots in the hack too. I always wonder if you can get that somehow. Oh well, let's... A lot of the things would actually repeat, so you can also watch the chain when you're on the ring. If you don't know when to let go, like before, If he turns off the other side, let's go. It will be the peak of the jump. I know it's tiny, tiny pixels too to look after, but I always wondered if you could actually get there. I think, oh yeah, you can for sure. But till I'm there, I'm not able to collect anything. Maybe not. I'm curious now. I think not. Yeah, it feels a lot easier to do it like this. If you're on this state, just let's go and press up. Let's go, press up. And you will land on the stairs without falling through. Don't do left, right. There's a hard boss ahead, so you cannot fall through them. You kinda always wanna stand in the middle of the... And you wanna take it safe. It's a long checkpoint. If you die here, it sends you back here. Especially with the little bat, you really try to stand in the middle. Just don't get knocked off. Jumping is dangerous too. Jumping may have a... It'll give you a lot of speed, may boost you off the edge. Don't jump, if you jump into the orb like this from the right side, be aware that it will go on and you may just land into the pit. Actually, jump from here. Yeah, and then you have probably a soft lock. Maybe you don't mind to put in a password, but if you're on, you can wait and eventually Simon may fall down again. I'm fast forwarding. I hope he will get through the transition. But I think it's a 3 minutes wait. Maybe I should not bother and they should just believe me. Fast forward is fast though. Is it that long? I saw him falling. This is actually a soft lock since he will always be too far to the right, so he can reset here. I have a soft lock in my hack too, another castle in that spot. I still haven't fixed. But when finally version 1 gets out with the easy and the normal, it will be fixed. This is a very tight jump. This is less tight, still tight. Oh, it looks weird. We cannot do much about it. This is typically. Here really, your momentum slows down. It kinda helps to get it. Since it will give you more pixels. Also, why not go into this stage powered up? This is more or less the hard way. Take a lot of damage boost. But we don't do that here, since health is important to us. But the good damage boost here, You still jump up here kind of fast. Just stay to the edge, to the brown platform that's coming up, so the enemy will boost you here. Always when you want to show something off, it's like just press right and you have time to walk through that. Makes it kinda easier a lot. Do we need health? Heart? No, of course not. It, there was a dagger earlier in the stage. If you're not powered up, it's very important to grab it for this upcoming section. I also wanted to show something else off. You may think it's funny to get into the block, but it will kill you in the end. So you don't have to try it yourself. And if you crumble that block, it's like it's over. Here you wanna slow down the bit left, so you can actually kill him. And here it doesn't matter how you, if you used to the left thing, but from if you go on this, it might be easier for you. You don't have that many tries anymore. So I hope by now you're good at it. I kinda like to show off the fast way there too. Oh well. I thought I would land on it. I wanna try it. Also, you don't need to kill that one, depending on the RG, of course. I'm sure I get that one now. What am I doing? I stayed here. And actually, just realized some stuff. If you fast at jumping at those and spawn the skeleton later, what might help with strats I try to discover. That's a very bad strat. Just wander. Doesn't make be the thing to do. Maybe there is a rule. One, two, jump. We could grab the heart, would be very nice. I shouldn't discover strats explaining the thing. That's bad now. But still good to kill it. And there is a possibility to grab the big heart if you are after it. Yeah, that is suicide. From here, you just hold the right. Duck here. You get through here perfectly. But you don't need to do it. Since this jump here is kinda tight. If you struggle with the section, just hold the right. Duck here. I'm not sure if it really is easier. You could do that, just go for the, yeah, just go really down. Shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. Show off both ways. Forward, backward, forward. Important to remember since you don't have the time to do a wrong swing. You cannot power up your whip before that, so it's always kind of the same. I should do a save state in front of that thing. This is for now. It was kind of too late. I may not make it. See, it's important to do these things right if you go the lower route. You can only do it on your first try, so it's kind of speedrun strat. The fast cycle through. Since here you wait. Here you can go with this ring. Here you go with the next ring. It's just one cycle lost. We have some. I think it's important to explain that one. It looks very hard, but you learn by now that when you go out get it on it right, you will not move. So you know it will not move. You just make one input along with and let go. Not hard. If you're off, you can jump away. If you're off to the wrong side, sure there are all kinds of trouble, but you will end up more likely like this. And there is a lot of wiggle room. It looks way more scarier than it is. It's not that hard. But for C, you can just. Now this is very scary. Don't do that. Wait with input till you're here. Just swing across, make the whip long, and let go. Get rid of the axe and take the Medusa is the fast way. Get rid of both and use the axe to see. For me it's almost harder. It's better to have a high axe than a low axe. I think, oh my god. Medusa is way easier, as you see. And you cannot take the high axe. Now I see you cannot jump over it. You need to have a low axe. But I haven't done this with the axe for so long. It's RNG depending, so it's really stupid. You can wait forever. The Medusa is easier anyway, so get rid with the diagonal whip of the axe. And just boost right away. Jump to trigger that one. Here you need a high axe, and it's kinda easier boost. You can boost from the low axe too. I do a low axe again, but it's harder. So wait for a high axe till it returns. You can wait till you see it return, then jump. You have a lot of time to get that boost. And here you can actually hit that one right away, but only do it for speedrun reasons. Here would be a cross to recover. Just jump from the very edge. You have many tries to get that one. Here is depends on how you wanna solve it. You can kill that one from down here, make me faster, but you don't. Ah, yeah, sure. You don't need to. And take it out with crosses here too. Yeah, you kind of wait him out, or yeah, you wait him out. Like you kill him and then you go in the ring. I always take my time here. Sure, there is a lot of time to save. Here, you wait on the left. You go right on the and then you can take care of that one like this. The other way is. You saw I'm low actually. Left, right, left. You're on that platform. And here you have the crosses from before where I told you. And as soon as you see here this one, you jump and go under. Well, I took it very close, but you kind of see what I mean by it. But the easiest way is like this. Swing, make the zip short, you get through fast. I don't think you need to, you just need to practice a little, you will get it. This is a very hard jump to, for some reason, I don't know. Crumbling messes with the input. You can just jump straight up to zip. Snake out. And here you can spawn them. Right here, out here. And you can count to 1, 2, 3, 4. How you want it, or you just go now? 1, 2, 3. Jump once. Try it again. Since this is far in, I like to go now. 1, 2, 3. On this spot you may wanna remember this. The other option is just jump and hope you get lucky. Works too, but you can get very unlucky a few times. It's frustrating. So I made this setup to go 1, 2, 3. Then I still fail it. It's like a moron. My god. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. My setup is really good. Good enough. Here you wanna spawn. You look at the ground, so you still see it. So you can kill him off like this. Idiot. Here you want to go in a ringlet side, like we did before with just save. And you need to react early, so you need to be still on this. When it moves too far up, you don't have ground to try again. And then on the top, you just go over here. You see, it's too far off, just let go till you're. You can try on this side too, so have more time to see it. You could do swings too, but it's way easier to just. You could do crazy things. Don't go over those. You can even get on top to see how far you're well. Let's face it, I'm not that good at it. I always bonk my head. Well, yeah. And from here it's nice cruising, there is not that much to the boss. It's flat here, so the only thing that changed. It makes it harder if you try to be on the left side, what you never do in the original game either. So nothing to learn about this boss. I should put my cursor in the middle of the window, and sometimes I don't even see it. Phew. Would be funny now, level 1. We didn't make it to the bridge. Or start at level 6. I show you the where I'm confused with the creator, but try to do it with this here. First off, it's very hard to get off in here, so you're kind of forced to go down. And then this is very strange, and you're not supposed to get in here anyway. What you can do is, I think you can get on this, yeah. Maybe this is even easier than the other thing. What most people do is just get on 2 platforms, so you can easy walk, jump off. And you If you crumble them like this may happen as well. So you won't land on the middle. So you have more time. It's still tight, but you'll get it if you try. Here it's RNG depending if you get over it or not. It will set you up for a input buffer jump if you get over it. If not, it's not too bad. It's not that bad of a jump. Just wonder now. It doesn't. It's not enough. But it's all. You have plenty of room. Not really extremely hard jumps. You wanna let some bats alive. These jumps are hard. I like to boost them. The first two for sure. The third, you have like one tile to jump, 8 pixels, and you need to boost on the last one again. This is required, last one. The other one are not required, but the first two are very tight to get. With walking, depending on when you start walking, you have like 2 pixels more to jump or not. I think a max of 3 to 4 pixels. But oh well. You can walk off that set of stairs. I think at the beginning is not that, shouldn't be that much of a problem. Here you just don't want to waste much time on stairs. You can't just kill him off. What I mostly do. There is a speedrun strat can show off. I'm sure for casual playthrough you never would opt to do that, but maybe you on safe states and you like to try. If he walks away, you can get on the edge. You can get on the edge if he walks away. And boost up there. But it's too less reliable. I want to show the backup too, since I remember now. There is a... yeah, just wait. Should have done it just before. Now it works every time. Yeah, you can wait here and you get on this platform. But then you're very low on health and the rest of the stage will be very difficult. I would not recommend damage boosting since you want to damage boost on the very end. Press down, jump to get off stairs early. This is a jump you might miss a lot again. I did fall through here a lot. Let's see again. This is when you're on the edge. Yeah, if you jump from the edge, so jump just a little earlier. It's bad too, I don't believe it. Did I jump on the very edge? I don't know, man. Yeah, if you jump from the very edge, you can do the other thing. Ah, my god. It's just a very bad jump. Jump normally and hope you get lucky. That's what I have to say for that one. 11 off. This is also something that makes it look very more difficult than it actually is. As you learned before, it's just normal whip, and then you stand in the middle of that thing and press down, you're automatically in the right state. You need to adjust a little bit for the second jump, depending on what side you are. But make sure you have this down so you don't fail it. You actually try to run this. You can get through, as you saw. The solid is only the left side of that block, but it's very easy to bonk the head on this platform too. So I will just go on the platform. When you're on the platform, you can get on the top, or you will get pushed on the top. Here the same, you can shorten the width a little and actually get up here. Easiest way is just get on the platform, jump early enough. There's spikes everywhere, be aware of them. You cannot walk into them. You will. Sam's hood is very. Look here. Just make sure you scroll the screen up and up. It will get raised up here too, and you can jump on the very edge. On the edge, do not be pushed. If you're on the right cycle, will not get pushed into the spikes immediately. You let yourself be raised up, jump on the platform, walk to the left, keep walking, jump straight up, don't get pushed in. I always do it this exact way. One more time for the record. Just be careful of spikes. Wait till you get pushed up this platform, jump on this. Wait on the very edge till you can walk. Push till the height of the platform so you can walk off. Here you can go right away. With that platform. There should be another one, yeah, I thought so. You can get on it, but it's depending on how it is, it's very dangerous. I don't need it. If you're hanging on here, if you swing a lot, there are spawning platforms. You can use them to get on top of the ring and spawn more. I think this is the easy way out. The other thing is just to ring glitch and go on the first platform. But by now, maybe it's easy for you, maybe not. Walk into this wall, so you have it easier later. Since you can just... Actually, not what I wanted to show off. Maybe I shouldn't even, but I want to try it. You cannot get hurt by this if you walk into the wall down there. I kind of wanted to share it. I think I did already share it with TD. But this is the thing. I'll show you again. I fail 1 pixel jumps as it seems. Sometimes it just if you try it like this, you will just immediately die. If you walk into that wall, you will reset the sub pixel. But after you did that, you cannot get at stairs or anything. You need to be aware of not getting on stairs, not getting pushed into anything, just one jump. If you get hit, oh well. It did not work this time, but I cannot tell why. I did, oh well, maybe forget about it. Something unreliable. I'll show you another way. I'm not sure if I can take... Let it show over you. It took too many hits, but you can damage boost over here too. The bone does only 2 damage as you saw. Here you want to take another boost actually, to make it easier. If you get on top, you usually have enough health to take a lot of boost. And you can use the bone together here. Spread it out. There you go. His sword does 3 damage. Oh well. He 10 ways 1 frame jump. Again, how to do 1 frames. Maybe I show it better now. You slide your thumb over it. My control is kind of bad for it. Like this to just put it down. That's the way I do it. It works most of the time. If you're on this spot, you killed him. You can put your finger and snip your arrow key up. Just move 1 pixel. If you just move 1 pixel, you will never get hit by. And get farther up. You'll never get hit by the spikes. If you move 2 or 3 pixels, then you may die. Oh man, it takes long now. You can grab the health. If you go down here, platforms will not stop spawning. I spawn them, I go down, and I go on those stairs and hold. You're supposed to take damage anyway, the easier way to get through. I thought it should work a little different. You actually want to jump on the stairs like this. If you're on the stairs, you wait for the right cycle. You can just. They would. Okay, now you're in trouble, but show it again. Kinda have to go with the first. You wait here. Don't scroll up the screen too much. Just hold right. It's the easiest way to get through. If you replenish the health here, it's the same thing with the foot you can do. And it's a 2 pixel jump. So I can still move 1 pixel to the right. But I will still make it, but it's a very loud pixel. But you see with the other foot. There is 1 pixel missing. It tells you that you 1 pixel from death. The boss you kind of want to take slow. Just whip in, jump. There is one thing that can throw you off. When you whip and jump too early, then you will not jump. There's no special with that boss. If you're nervous with this boss, you press jump while your whip animation is going. You will not jump after. You will block being in that state. That's one thing to be aware of. But besides from that, you just follow what you see on screen, more or less. If he dashes at you, you're kinda unlucky, but it's slow ground. He dashes a lot sometimes. Nothing you can do about it. Just try to get near the hole. And always try to jump over the hole. He dashes. Oh no. After this, you move to the right side. Yeah, this is. You can just want to show you can get out of the situation where he double dashes. And here you see you wanna maybe go on top or not. If you go on top, it's a bit closer. But you wanna move away from the left side, do it more on the right side. Since yeah, you can get hit easily there again. So I don't like to jump on that. You can go on the very edge here. Maybe a good thing to show it off. You can jump over that thing. And you could still dodge him when he dashes. You know, he comes down, ba-bam, jump, jump again. You can dodge 2 dashes too there on that spot. But sure, I will not get a chance to show it off if I would try, but I think I explained enough about. Here it's easy to read tiles, so first off, jumping down is kinda easy. It's the only limit you can get. Easy to read foot. There are 2 pixels. This one is one you get. And if you don't believe me, you can. I'm 1 pixels further in and I fall down. Oh well. Maybe just 1 pixel. Now it got me curious. Maybe I didn't press left, right. I didn't press left immediately. It was my fault. Again, I'm move 1 pixel more to the left. This is really strange now. But before I just got it. Let's get again. Oh well. Maybe it has to do with sub pixel count. Oh no, it can move 2 pixels. Oh well, now solved the mystery. I did read that tile wrong. I don't want to waste too much time. You wanna know no speed strats or? Not really. I think I'm just explaining the safe stuff. Usually you will not have cross in this spot. You can go over here. Kinda wanna stand around here and not go to the... I think you saw the safe spot by now. I went in the beginning, I went over here because in the beginning it's one time where it's safe. Later you never wait here or you may get knocked down or you don't do. Kinda saw how that you can do very quick kills with it. I did look for a pixel. If you have to power up, you have the shorter whip. Let's do this fight with this shorter whip now. Get a lot of hits in the beginning. And the second phase is actually more or less easier. You don't go over there anymore. Even if you think you can hit him very nicely. You can duck here too, to be sure. If you have cross, you can do more creative things. Quick him very quickly. Might not be the best, but it's one strat. I think this is the pixel that doesn't work. I thought. Yeah, it's sometimes not every tile is the same. It's actually 2 pixels more. There's 3 pixels you can make this jump. Nice to know. That's why I got it most of the time, I guess. Can't be, usually it's confused now. It's a very tight jump. This is lower, it's made so... It's kinda dangerous to get knocked into the pits if you... Everywhere here actually. Maybe you wanna be down here. If you're down here, you're less likely to get knocked down. And the whipping strat looks more or less like this. And you wanna get hit yourself on this side. And still fall down. Why am I bad? Tell me. I take it very safe now. Might even be able to get an outfit thing to kill him in this corner. Yeah. But yeah, I get hit here and try to maybe wiggle in the very middle of it here. You're kind of safe and then you go to the left. I'm sure if you have the checkpoint here, we'll make it. These are solids, you can walk on the signage of DD. But you can also get the secret. There are also stairs, but he doesn't want you to get back. I didn't find a way to cheese that so far. Since it is a solid, well on a solid you cannot get off and you're forced to actually drop down, so to clear that up too. There's no way to power up hard mode hack usually ends in a whip only thing. I skipped every meat phase, didn't I? Oh no, I got this one. But I don't get the meat. Oh, still got it. Yay, we made it. Now I will be ready to actually do a run of this again. I have to switch emulator, so I have lag again. It was nice to play through it without lag for once too. I find out what my controller, the other one, the newer controller dropped down once. Now he has is damaged. Hey, True False, you're watching me. Nice to see you. I should play your hacks sometimes too, but I'm not that much of a CV1 player, sadly. How's it going? How did Halloween went for you? It was great for me. I had pizza. It was more of a show off. Lately, I got a mail of someone who asked me about my description on romhacking.net, what candle cancel means or whatever. And sure, this hack is not meant for that person, but if similar persons like him, maybe I can show a video where I explain how to get through that madness in a more or less easy way, or what you need to learn. I'm looking forward to play DD Sack a little more and actually improve the time to something decent eventually. Deathless run will be nice. Maybe it will be my goal to have one deathless. Yeah, man, it goes so quick. I did watch a lot of streams. Yesterday I did watch Eat It Up play my hack. It's always amazing if you the first time you see your work, you know, played by someone else. It's always nice if someone does it. After that, he did play second loop, and I did see that the Harpies RNG is very bad on some spots, and it is meant, the remake hack is meant really for Normal player. I would not say it's an easy hack at all. It's for sure harder than the original, but meant for normal players to have fun. Where in other castle there or this hack you need to know, you're forced to know mechanics, learn mechanics and execute them well. Did you see the remix hack? Maybe I could play that one very quick. Should get through it. Should I do a hard version or normal? Should I do the hard version? Hard version also. I also want to show something else. The option menu is not blocked in my as bad as for others. It's very strange. How to change it up. Yeah. This is a zip everybody can do. Very easy. If you never zipped in C before, and maybe the hack for you. Oh, I didn't hit that one. Yeah, the hard version is not really much harder. If you know how to do bosses, the bosses are really the part where it gets harder. But the sub weapons are way more powerful. Axe does like triple zip damage, so it's really a great weapon to use now. What the heck, you never see remixes? Down there would be an axe, but oh well. Maybe I get it. Sure, I should get it later. If it would be a speedrun setting.